Dawn, defense looked kind of, off its feet a little in the first half. What did you say at halftime? What was the biggest adjustment that you made to say, got to start locking down on some of their three-point shooters?
The biggest adjustment was offensively. We just had to simplify. And then defensively, I just thought we were not connected. There was some miscommunication out there. And I think they were just really focused on their player. And when they're focused like that, anytime there's any kind of screen or jet action, it caused confusion for us, and we weren't able to adjust as quickly. And they made us pay for it. So I thought we're a little bit better, not great, but we scored a little bit more than we did in the first half. So, it balanced out. With a team like that, they're really good, and you got to figure out a way to win. We were scratching and clawing, just trying to figure out a way how we get the lead and how we keep the lead.
Jeremiah, then we'll go to the back.
Coach, this goes off of that question a little bit, but Charisma Osborne came in averaging 20 and had a good first half, was a little bit less efficient in the second half. Was there anything specifically on her that you guys were trying to do in the second half, or is that just a product of, just kind of the overall message that you were just talking about?
We had to make her work. I think, we had to make her work. Just make the catches, tougher. Just be ready for all the things that she did. We went over everything the way that she scores, and, you're not going to control someone that has the green light. They're comfortable. They're looking for her. She's got to perform for them. She's not unafraid to take shots. But she made big play after big play. And we tried different people at her, but she scored. And, for us, we didn't move her around enough defensively. She was able to help off on our bigs. So we didn't balance that out. So maybe if we play them again, we got to get her to play on both sides of the basketball. And maybe she won't hit as many shots because she has to play a little bit more defense.
Hey, Coach, at what point did you know that Aaliyah was going to be able to play, and what did you see from her and being able to go out and turn in this performance so quickly off of that injury against Hampton?
Didn't know until just shoot around. She didn't really do anything, as far as running up and down the floor and stretching out and moving it around until shoot around. And she was able to go through everything and shoot around, and so, okay, we're good. But she felt better. She felt better yesterday morning, a lot better. And then this morning, felt better than yesterday. So, we didn't put her in a position where she would injure herself. She got a clean bill of health from our medical staff. It was more of what she was able to tolerate from a pain standpoint, which was very minimum.
Hey, Coach, big night for Aaliyah and Camilla. Just how big and crucial was their performance, not only on the offensive side of the ball, but on defense as well?
If we can get those two to play together and play like they did tonight, it gives us another layer of people having to, scout us in a different way. So very happy. This is the kind of performance that we want to see from Camilla on a consistent basis, and I think we will. I think we are turning up the heat on her a little bit and making her do some things that, if you don't tell her to do, she's not going to do. But we're going to make her a better practice player. We're going to make her just more focused on basketball and being as dominant as she was tonight.
Alan and then Wilson.
We saw Kiara kind of get going in the third quarter. She said that you told her at halftime to just take the mid-range because she could make them. How much did she change the game, and what do you think those shots kind of forced UCLA to change as they were starting to knock down some shots? Or you were?
Yeah, this game is really simple. If you just play it as simple as possible, you would make more shots. You would make better plays. And, for Kiara, she just bear down. Her man was literally sitting on top of our post players. And that's her shot. That's the beauty of, she hit that shot on us a few times 2 years ago. in the NCAA tournament. Like, we want more of that. You know, can you get to the basket? Yes, but it's a clearer mid-range shot. That's your shot that you should take. And she blocked out the noise and bear down and made some buckets for us. I don't think it changed. I really don't think it changed how they played us because they were picking their poison. I thought we did a really good job of making some adjustments and forcing them to play us, you know, in a position where we had two bigs low, that we can go over the top. So that was a play that really helped us some momentum and get the lead.
Lawson, and then we'll go over to David.
Hey, Coach. You mentioned just going for the simplicity on offense. Was pairing up Aaliyah and Camilla inside, and do you think that affected their foul trouble for UCLA? And
Huge.
How important was that?
Huge. That's the stat that people really don't factor. Like, we factor in that. We got 6 post players. You know, I mean, be aggressive. You know, other people don't have the luxury of what we have, but if we can get them deeper into their bench, if we can get them playing their starters, playing less minutes than they normally play, you know, it is to our advantage that we have those type of players on the floor to put them in positions where our opponent has the foulers, so they have to give us a bucket.
David, and then Emily will wrap it up.
Dawn, you mentioned, kind of lighting the fire under Camilla. Obviously, she was here for a year, but in your opinion, what's been the thing kind of holding her back from being that dominant player since she's been here?
Yeah, I think part of it is, I mean, you come to a team that, you know, that is national championship caliber. You have to find your way. You got to figure out your niche, and you don't want to. I think she probably just didn't want to rock the boat. And then I think Camilla had some other personal issues that she was dealing with, just being so far away from home and her family. So we just kind of allow her to find her way. And then, you know, she was home all summer, came back in a different mindset. But you can get into that same old, you know, wake up, it's the same old Groundhog's Day type of thing. And I'm not going to allow her to be in that space because, I mean, she has goals. And at the rate that she was going, she wasn't going to check those goals off. So, you know, we have to implement just being more disciplined and forcing her to do some things. And I think you saw the product of a little bit of that. And it's only been a couple days. So, you know, hopefully she can give us a lot more of that consistency throughout the season.
Coach, you had talked about, you know, looking for one of those point guards to really establish themselves as a front runner in that contest. You know, with Kiera getting the double-double tonight and, you know, having the performance she did, do you feel like she's kind of taken a step forward in that regard?
I mean, she did tonight. You know, she did tonight. I just thought it was the type of game in which we needed some, is that champ? No. It was the type of game where we need some experience. And I mean, she ran our team. It was a period in the first half where we didn't have either one of them on the floor, and we went with Zaya or LA. Sometimes it's going to be that way because, you know, sometimes we need just more experienced players who have played together, like LA playing the point guard position. We played V at the small forward. So until we're able to get what we need from that position, we'll have to piece it together. And I don't think our players mind that, but yeah, I think this will give Kiera a boost. But we also need Raven to play. We need her to play. We need her in order for us to win a national championship or win a SEC championship. We're going to need 13 players. 13 players at some point. So they just have to be ready when their number's called.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.